The drunken sailor early in the morning. Lock him in the brig until he's sober. Lock him in the brig until he's sober. Lock him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning. Way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises. Way hey and up she rises. Early in the morning. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hit him in the balls with a rusty shaver. Hit him in the balls with a rusty shaver. Hit him in the balls with a rusty shaver early in the morning. Yeah, I knew the rest of that. Lots of ways that could work out. Anyway, second that. Alright, let's not waste any time. Went ahead and got that all cleared up. Oh, good, good. I was worried it was kind of freezing up on me. You would.
All right.
Worth it. Alright. Hop back on over. Oh, went too far. Went too far. Alright, let's not. You good? Oh, I'm going to move the microphone over so that it'll hear you too.
Yeah, sure, do that.
There we go. All right. And we are getting started. Whose is that? Hey everybody, how we doing tonight?
Queuing up and getting in. Join not tonight.
Yeah, we're having for two things. Number one, tonight's a little weird. We're having some real connection issues. I tried to get a few friends on earlier, and the game is just not letting them join me. I think it's my NAT type. The only person who could get on with me was my brother, and I think that's just because we're both on the same router.
Yeah, we're on the same network. Plus, when we were having several outages, I think they're like our service provider Hargray. They're trying to fix certain things. Like because we had an outage earlier.
Yeah, maybe that they're getting an echo, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But so until that gets fixed, I probably won't be able to game with anyone on anything for a little while. But hey, you know what? We'll still have fun regardless. I needed to do this, guys. Not just because I want to work on the Pirate Hero a bit more, but because I had a pretty rough day. Had a pretty rough day. Not at work, just rough. But good to have so many folks on. Good to have so many folks on.
Hey Raven, do the heroes have to be the same color to be part of the faction?
Do the heroes have to have the same color? What do you mean?
I'm not sure what he's referring to.
I don't think that matters.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think color really matters.
4 pirates.
4 pirates. Yeah, we're just going to see a lot of pirates. But the funny thing is, this isn't as bad as it used to be. When Shinobi got his rework, there was nothing but Shinobis.
Oh, yeah. Nothing
when Griffin and Kyoshin came out, nothing but Griffins and Kyoshins on every team. So actually, I've seen far more diversity in this than I have before. So this is kind of nice. I'm glad for that. Let's see how many are my level, because I'm a rep 2 right now. I've gotten my pirate up to rep 2. Oh, and people asking if I'm going to make a legend for my pirate. Of course I am, but I need time to think. Like, y'all need to realize all the story, all the legends that you've heard are ones that I've written already. I've already written those stories. So those are things that I had in mind before I even released them. But I haven't had time to create a legend or story for my pirate queen. So I need to take some time to think on it. It takes time. Besides, I've already got one that's in the works. I've got to... I think y'all already voted on one. Didn't y'all vote for Theory of the Devout?
Alright. Oh, you specified, like your noble legion, do they all have to have the same color? To be in the noble legion?
No, they don't necessarily have to be the same color to be in the Noble Legion. How'd he hit me? I thought his light missed. Man, that Yorm.
Okay. History guy says, hey Raven, just got Zanhu. Thanks for your tip. She is easily my favorite at ass kicking.
Oh yeah, Sanhu's amazing. Genuinely, the tip that I give with Sanhu, if y'all don't remember, the tip with Sanhu, when you're throwing your second heavy, sometimes cancel it into a guard break because it messes with most people because they're gonna panic like, oh no, he's gonna hit me with the heavy. But then once you do that enough times, like after 1 or 2 times, let it fly because they're gonna think, okay, he's gonna guard break me now, and then boom, it's one of the best things you can do. Hey, buddy.
Okay, let's see. You'll need the reworks. Wouldn't hurt. I don't think he's gonna die to need.
What he needs is a range buff. He needs to get some range on him.
Can you extend the length of that hammer? Alright. Let him get you that revenge, then go in and capitalize.
Wait, that guy already has that armor? What rep are you? He's a rep 4 pirate?
Dang, man.
Man, you've been working. I haven't seen anyone higher than rep 2 until now.
Yorm does need a rework, but I don't know what they would even do. That's my point. Cherry Cola says, I love the new hero, but she made me stop playing Warlord in 4v4 modes. Yeah, that's a good hero. And he goes like, hey, I want to give it a go.
Well, you know, I guarantee you, once people start learning ways around her, that'll change.
Alright, let's see. Raven, what would you rather call the pilot?
Seafarer, Buccaneer, Captain.
Swashbuckler?
Swashbuckler would be a good one.
Gunslinger? Rapscallion? Apparently, Crazy Pirate can launch grenades back at full slow.
Ah, dang it. I'm not doing good. What's my kill count? 1? Whatever. Well, that's fine.
Who would win in a screaming contest? Soldier from TF2, a Space Marine, an Orc, or a male Jormungandr?
Male Jormungandr wins that every time. I'm sorry.
As far as his craziness goes, male Jormungandr.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Space Marine screams are pretty intense, but even orcs would shrink back from a. Well,
let's go. Say okay.
Ooh. Man! Oh, that pirate had my number. That was impressive. Okay. I see how it is.
I hope they change her dodge attack to a light parry because it's way too spammable.
Well, the problem that she has genuinely, like her genuine issue right now, is that she can do dodge canceling, which I think might be a little too much. Everything else I think is fine. Her dodge cancel might be a little too much.
You can't win until you drag through the dirt and acquire true drill.
Your team rallied.
Hey Raven, when do you think the Conk rework is coming out? A little focused.
Sorry.
Your team is breaking.
Okay, that happened. Anyway, what was the question?
The question is, when do you think the Conk rework will be released?
I don't think it'll be released yet. I think what happened was they realized that the Conk rework was a little too OP. So what they're going to do is they're going to release another testing grounds next season, and they're going to discuss and they're going to try to fix it there. That's what I think is going to happen.
All right, let's see. What are your thoughts on Skillshare? The service, or like the idea of like?
I don't know. What do you mean Skillshare? I don't know what that means.
I think it's like a service that teaches courses or something.
I don't know anything about that, so I can't answer that.
We want to know more. They better sponsor us or something.
Yeah, sponsor us and give us information, and then I'll tell you everything about it.
All right. What could the Outlander faction bring to For Honor? Are you scared that old characters will be overtaken?
No, gosh, no, I don't think that at all. I'm not scared of the new Outlander faction. I think the Outlander faction is going to breathe some life back into For Honor. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that what they're trying to do is trying to come up with new characters and new heroes and new options for fighting styles. And I think that that will breathe some new life into the game. I don't think that they're going to forget about the old heroes. I think that for a little while, people are going to want to play the new heroes like they're doing now with Pirate. But I don't think it's going to take away from the old.
Yeah.
If anything, they're going to want to buff the old heroes to keep up with the new heroes. And then again, there are some heroes. Here's the thing. Genuinely, I think people forget this. You hear a lot of people saying, oh, Ubisoft doesn't care about certain heroes because they never get updates. Well, my thought is, but some players are so good with those heroes they can dominate even though they're not as high tier, you know? Like, for example, people told me, Valkyrie hasn't gotten an update in forever. She needs an update. And I'm like, you know why, right? Because there are some people who are so amazing with Valkyrie that they don't. Ubisoft's kind of like, she doesn't need one. She can hold her own with the big boys. When you're so good that your current status is able to hold your own against the likes of Raider and Lawbringer and all that, yeah, you're probably good.
Yeah. Okay. I hope they remove all the faction war, and replace it with Horkos and Chimera.
That'd probably be better, because at this point, no one really cares about the faction war. The whole Knights versus Samurai versus Viking thing, no one cares about it anymore. Since the factions are able to fight together.
Yeah, it would honestly make more sense lore-wise. Let's see, okay. History. Hey, Raven, history teacher taught us that the War of 1812 was so the British could get revenge on the USA.
That's what your history teacher taught you?
Your history teacher is wrong.
Your history teacher is 100% wrong.
We declared war first.
Yeah, we picked the fight. I
mean, not that the British weren't doing stupid shit beforehand, but we were the one that sent the declaration of war.
Yeah, we were getting a little too big for our britches, honestly.
Oh, the war. Well, our big mistake was if we had actually gone in with like a bunch of trained soldiers or volunteers rather than trying to make New York militia fight on anything other than New York territory, because they were not having like, why do we want to go invade Canada? No, I'm not having it. So you literally had American troops that just literally refused to take the field of battle.
Oh, there's this one video on YouTube, bro, that this kid made which is basically why history teachers suck, and he gives 3 reasons. And the 3 reasons are some of the worst things ever. Like the first one is
enlighten me.
The first one is they go off on tangents all the time. 2, it's boring. And 3, because it's easy. Anyone can look up history facts online. And I'm like, and his argument was if history teachers just put more effort into their teaching, maybe we'd put more effort into our schoolwork. And I'm like, oh, you dumbass.
If that's, go be a teacher. I dare you. Joe, be a teacher.
Genuinely.
And have fun. Trust me.
Genuinely, students who say, why should I try harder in school? Maybe you should try harder as a teacher. Be a teacher. Be a teacher. No, you have no idea what teachers go through. All right, people.
Probably just another little TikTok parasite. You know, all those complaints he made, I can make the same thing about his TikTok videos. Because they're easy to make, they often don't have a clear point and get distracted.
Start running, boy!
And they don't put effort into them. No faction going to be better too.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Anybody else completely scrapping the pirate idea and making him into a cowboy?
I haven't. I still think that they work as a pirate.
They work as a pirate, though. If you wanted to include like a cowboy hat, cosmetic, I might just.
I think my problem with you making a cowboy hero for Honor is what would be their melee weapon.
Their melee weapon. The closest thing would probably be a tomahawk or a machete.
Yeah, well, we've already got a tomahawk for the
yeah, true. We got like 3 different katanas. So.
Yeah, we've already got a tomahawk. We've got.
Not to mention, like the 6-shooter would be too overpowered. It would just firing multiple shots. Like at that point, no, you can't. It would just win. So no. I don't like history all that much. Not my specialty. I'm more of a math gal, but my history teacher is my favorite teacher. That's good karma. And here's the thing: I have several students that they admit to me history isn't their thing, but they do at least try. They put their effort into it, even if they recognize they don't have as much love for it as I do, and I try and do what I can for those students. But the idea is just like if you just put more effort into it, the students will respond more. Some might, and that's the thing. I do try. We do try. But there are some kids that no matter what you do, no matter what caveat you do, they are going to be lazy pieces of crap.
Yep. That's the thing. People have no idea what teachers go through. Even if it's fine if you don't like the subject. You don't have to like the subject.
I respect that.
But at least understand that teachers have it rough too.
Yeah.
What?
I hope they have Indian heroes. India has a massive arsenal to choose from. Exactly.
They do. So does China, but they won't touch China for some reason. They just keep kind of scratching the surface of China.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I would, like, but yeah, Rajput hero all the way, all day, every day.
Yeah, a Rajput hero would be so awesome.
Getting the Khanda, the Qatar, the Yara coils chain. There's a whole lot. And just basing it off of Gatka would be really cool. But it's probably just, like, getting...
Having a Gatka martial art, that would
Well, the
be
thing is,
so
probably
awesome.
getting, like, it's easier to probably find someone around Montreal that knows, like, also, like, the Japanese and Chinese martial arts. Finding a Gatka instructor outside of India is probably difficult.
Dude, get a Muay Thai fighter, have me come in and do the motion capture. I'll do it.
I think they probably could find a Muay Thai fighter out there, but yeah, that would be awesome.
Done with you.
Any Iranian heroes? I mean, yeah, there have been recommendations for immortals before. A Persian immortal hero would be pretty cool. The reason why pirates have a gun in this game is because the pistol's a smooth bore, so anything past 6 feet is an automatic miss. Not necessarily, but yeah, your accuracy is, you're going off of XCOM logic instead.
Ow. I got killed by my law brother. Law bro, wah!
I would have guessed you both taught English. No, Raven taught English, I teach history.
Ironic that I taught English, but I make a history channel.
Well, even when you taught English, you still tried to connect it historically.
Well, yeah, because I taught a lot of historical texts.
English and history go hand in hand quite a bit.
They do. They are married. It's no question.
Yeah. Who would you like the next hero to be? I hear people saying Spartans or natives, but...
I don't want a Spartan. Native American would be fine.
A Spaniard with a rapier. Probably more like a musketeer thing, like a rapier. But rapier Mangoshiro would be pretty cool.
Nah. Nah. Done.
None of that. Yeah, I still would like to see an Egyptian hero with a Kopesh. I agree.
Egyptian hero would be kind of cool, not gonna lie to you.
Thank you, Alex Jones, Gay Frog. We appreciate it. Do you think an executioner-based hero would be beneficial for the game?
Hi, Hitakiri, where have you been?
I think maybe like more. Problem is like if you're preferring like we do have the Hitakiri, which is a Japanese executioner, but with the like, are you thinking like using like the German executioner sword? Possibly. I'm not sure how you work with it, but maybe. I mean, with the Outlander faction, it's not like we can rule anything.
Hold on.
I hear an angry woman.
Ah, he got me. I was trying to roll out of that one. He got me.
The next for our hero should be a drunk Romanian man.
Yes! Or a drunk Irishman just walks out. All right, you rat bastards, I'm gonna have to take you to task now. And then when he gets slapped by a JJ, did you just lay hands on me, you Chinese son of a bitch?
His 4th feat is a car bomb. He gets drunk enough, he thinks all the enemy is British. All right, you British bastard. There's a European war scythe, so can oh yeah, I mean a war scythe. I'm not gonna say no to it. Already halfway to Rep 7 with the pirate. Been called no life more than once a day. Well, Cosmic Traveler, props to the dedication.
Yeah, gotta admire a guy that dedicated.
It has been a weekend too, so. Islander versus drunk Irish hero. I believe you need drinking buddies.
Victory!
Victory is mine. Now, yeah, Raider, leave me alone.
He's upset because he was kind of the big thief here before.
There's a difference between what Vikings did and what Chung Shi did.
They're true, but
Chung Shi was awesome. I had one guy in a comment not long. This was a while ago. This was back when I was predicting that it was going to be a hero based on Chungsha. And I had a person in the comment section say Chungsha is the most overrated pirate in history. It should be a Blackbeard hero. And I laid out why he was wrong about Chungsha. That Chungsha was probably one of the most badass pirates in history. And here's the thing. If you wanted a Blackbeard hero, okay, fine. Say that you wanted a Blackbeard hero. I won't judge you for that. I won't blame you for that. I haven't committed any... I'm not going after anyone who says, I wanted Blackbeard. I'm not going to argue with you. Oh. It's fine. But saying Chungsha is overrated just because you didn't get the pirate you wanted... Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no respect for you.
Yeah, oh, and the guy that hit you was Laughing Hyena. He apologized. He was trying to just help you out.
One of my fans is the one playing that?
Yeah, he's on the stream.
Oh, cool.
I think it's Nozuma. I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, Laughing Hyena, if you are watching the stream right now, no worries, man. It's all in good fun.
Okay. Someone is asking, do you still play Neo 2? And
yes.
What would you think of a game playing similar but with Western weapons and armor? Dark Souls?
That's called Dark Souls.
Pretty sure.
Neo 2 with Western weapons and armor is Dark Souls.
Well, maybe there's maybe a Western actual history motif.
So if they were to do something more historical, that'd be kind of cool for the 30 Years War. Ooh. Yeah, imagine a 30 Years War game with Neo style fighting, or maybe the 100 Years. No, 100 Years might be a little too.
No, you can still do it.
Well, it's going to be more guns then, wouldn't it?
No, during the 30 Years War, it would be more guns.
Oh, sorry, I got them confused. I would say 100 years. I think Hunchback of Notre Dame time. Wouldn't that be the 100 Years War?
Roughly.
Yeah. Because they said Captain Phoebus came back from the wars. Wouldn't that? Well,
it's France, so that could mean anything.
Yeah. We make fun of France for being pussies, but it's funny. France was in a lot of wars back in the day.
Problem is, so many people died in World War I that they're just like, I'm not sure we can do that crap again, man. I don't know.
And yeah, they were invaded by Germany early on in the campaign, so they didn't really get their military together to fight back.
Well, the thing is, they did. They had a very small professional force, but the problem was it got surrounded by tanks because they thought no armored force could get through the Ardennes forest. And
they did.
They did, and so, oh crap.
Yeah, bash on them all you want. Hitler wasn't no idiot.
Well, I mean, the general that made the decision was like, Hitler wasn't an idiot, but he also wasn't the genius he thought he was.
Who was the guy who led the French campaign?
Name, but all I know is Hitler took the credit for it, at least to the German public.
It wasn't Rommel, was it?
No, it was not Rommel.
I didn't want to think it was Rommel.
Rommel was too busy fighting Belgians. He's like, what do you mean there's only 40 guys?
What do you mean there's only 40?
Just some Belgian guy. Yep. Because here's the thing. Germany, impressive as they were in World War II, they kind of get overblown.
Yeah.
Because, the only reason they really beat Poland as quickly as they did is because the Soviets double-crossed them.
What do you mean they double-crossed the Soviets?
The Soviets double-crossed the Poles.
Oh, I thought you were talking
because the Soviets came in, and because the Poles were actually doing a very good job of effectively holding them back, but then the Soviets came in, and then at that point it was just a fight for time. Because Britain and France, because France was trying to gear up to actually do something about it, and Britain was kind of doing its British thing during this feat. Yes, we're familiar with Sekiro. Or Sekiro. How many times do you think that people have thought of a bare fist or fist weapon hero in For Honor?
I've heard it mentioned in every stream I've ever done.
And that's how we'll do that idea. Popular notion. But keep in mind, that kind of...
Oh, there you are, Laughing Hyena. I see you came to save me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but keep in mind, most people, the problem with a brawling sort of hero like that would be same problem with Jormungandr, very close range. Not to be rude, but in my opinion, Dark Souls plays to Neo as Street Fighter plays to For Honor. Neo is an action RPG with a bigger emphasis on action, where Dark Souls is more methodical. I can sort of see where it come from there. What do you think?
I suppose I can see that.
But I can still feel like there's a lot of inspiration taken from Dark Souls. maybe not necessarily in the combat mechanics of the game, but definitely like in like the concept of like death having to retrieve. Like, it's Souls-esque, maybe, but not like a perfect clone.
I see what you're trying to do, Lawbringer, and you should be ashamed.
I know that real quick.
Oh crap.
You had him going there.
I had him going, but then I lost my teammate. Gah.
I've got an idea for a Slavic hero. You make Rasputin, give him daggers and a buckler. You don't. You have Rasputin from the Kingsman movie where he.
No. As soon as you say you're gonna make a hero from a movie, no, get rid of that. I don't want a hero.
I don't want him, and I don't want him to fight. I just want him on the sidelines dancing to M. Boney's music. That song will get stuck in your head, man.
Rasputin.
Actually, better yet, if you want that in the game, here's what you do: get Total War Warhammer 3 when it comes out next month. Play the Costleton faction. That's Rasputin right there. I wanted to see Dark Souls with American mythology. Guys like mine, Native American and Maori. Yeah, but throw some American tall tales in there like Paul Bunyan and John Henry. While we're just, throwing ideas. No, laptop. No, sorry. That's not gonna work. I say Neil is more inspired by Diablo when it comes to gear, Ninja Gaiden when it comes to difficulty. Well, I thought it was funny as he danced, he fights. Only if them both play.
There we go. Got him. I'm not the worst pirate hero player, but I'm not the best either.
Oh, here's the thing. You are without a doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of. But you
okay, eat it. You want to stand there and bait me? Come on, eat it. Okay.
I think a whip hero would be neat and different, but I don't know a way to work it in.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, there are so many options, but sometimes it's hard to pick the right... Look at this, guys. Okay, I want y'all to notice this. That Lawbringer is never far from that pirate. Have y'all noticed that? I'm pretty sure they're working as a team.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. Raven, what do you think about new multiplayer announcers, like having Apollyon, Stagander, or IU be the announcer for the game?
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that. It'd be an interesting addition.
I'd want Vita Neon as an announcer.
Vita Neon as an announcer? Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Alright, JJ. You and me, buddy. You and me, my Chinese friend.
Raven, what's better, an Irish ring sword or a Scottish basket hilt sword?
Sorry, a little distracted. Then I'll answer that.
Since you have a vampire and for honor, shaman, do you think a half werewolf hero would be a good idea?
No. I don't want mystical heroes. Like, we got that with Kyoshin, and I think that was a bit much what they did with him.
Shaman's not a vampire, she's just a cannibal.
Right, she's a cannibal. Didn't you hear my theme song for her, Cannibal like Kesha? It has two meanings. One, it represents the fact that she's a cannibal, and two, you'd have to be crazy to enjoy that song.
There you go.
Oh, I better go help him. Hold on. Yar. Would y'all stop bullying the weak?
What?
You lost Zone C.
Thanks.
You captured Zone A.
How's the pirate so far? I feel like I like her, but I've heard finer damage lower than most heroes. I really feel like that's just for the gun.
The gun does far more damage than it probably should. This is gonna sound weird. My big fear was that the gun was gonna be too OP. Like, that was my thought. I thought, oh man, with a gun, they're gonna be just so unstoppable. Honestly, the gun doesn't do that much damage. The guaranteed gunshot only does 5 damage. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Most light attacks do more than that. So genuinely, it only really works as a bash. So, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't be upset if they upped the damage just a little on it. Maybe make it a 10 damage or an 8 damage, something like that. 8 at the least, you know, but...
You captured Zone C.
So that's your plan, you ugly son bitch? Okay. Yeah, what we're dealing with here is a coward.
I had to waste a dang flask.
He had to waste a flask on me, had to constantly break out of his attacks to go into light attacks. This is what we call a bitch. Gosh, he got scared.
Oh, hey, Raven, did you see the new Flashkits video, Furry First Contact?
Yes, I saw that. Oh my gosh, that was the funniest one yet. The reason I laughed so hard, it was because they took it so seriously, but it was so well done at the same time. I loved it. That was so good.
Zone C.
Yeah, how's that working out for you, son? It's all about that read, though.
Alright.
It's all about that read, though.
The next For Honor hero will be Old Man Jenkins. Yes.
Old Man Jenkins.
Alright, so we have someone who's new to the stream here, but...
Okay.
This is the first stream they've ever watched.
Hey, welcome to the stream, man.
But they were wondering what, I already said, like, you probably answered this in the most frequently asked questions, but but despite that, what melee weapon would you love to see in For Honor that isn't already in? So, like, now that we know Outlander's thing, the sky's the limit, what you think?
Start running, boy. Start running. Is that real? This is what you're gonna... Okay. All right. We can fight one-on-one without guns. And you're running? Is that your plan?
I think he's trying to... We'll get into that eventually.
The enemy rally.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, but when doing this...
I know, it's good.
Ah, you were waiting for backup. You wanted your Lawbringer to save you. Makes sense. Okay, continue on with your question. I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
what melee weapon, now that the Outlander faction is out, would you like to see in For Honor most?
Gion!
Was Gion so...
My God. We don't even need the Outlander faction to get that sword. We got the Wulin. Give me a Gion hero already. My Lord, it is... The moment the Wulin came out, I wanted that. And they still haven't done it. Oh, he got a coward now. Someone who just wants to climb the ladder. Thanks. Well, thanks.
Oh, man, there you go. Oh. Hey, Raven, a recommendation for a mini-series for you. It's called 1066 Battle for Middle Earth. When Stamford's Bridge artillery comes up the Berserker on the bridge, it's played by Legendary and Old. Oh, okay, well, we might give that a look.
Okay. Sounds fair. We can look that up.
Did any military of the ancient times use maces and hammers instead of swords and spears?
Plenty of militaries use maces and hammers as well as swords and spears.
Yeah.
To believe that a military only used a specific weapon is kind of silly.
Well, it also depends on what they could get their hands on. Keep in mind, making specific things like a flanged mace or hammer can take a lot of more material than making something like a spear, and spears have generally greater reaches. And Warhammers really wouldn't become popular until the medieval period.
Right.
Because keep in mind, like the hammer that you see, like Jormungandr, would actually in reality be too unwieldy to use.
Yeah, I've said that. The hammer that she has would never be used in actual combat.
Oh, what's this? Hey, Raven, dropping by to say, hey, for a sec, I'm quarantined. I got down with the sickness involuntarily. Hope playing Pirate has been fun. I'll unlock her when I can, but right now I'm just staying safe. And sorry that you've been quarantined, Azrael, kind.
Azrael.
But hoping you start feeling better soon.
Yeah, man. Wishing you good health in the future.
And yes, Leboge, I did check. I haven't played
Is it Leboge or Lebage?
I want to say Leboge, but I'm not 100% sure.
Anyway.
But I haven't played it yet, but I've taken a few looks at it. It looks interesting. Raven, when did chainmail become a thing in history?
Chainmail was probably a thing as far back as...
Well, we know that certain Roman legionnaires used it.
I would say the Bronze Age.
It would have been like very expensive back in the Bronze Age.
I'm not saying it wouldn't have been expensive. I'm just saying he's asking when it was first becoming a thing.
Like right after like the Bronze Age collapse, probably. Right?
Probably around the end of or after the Bronze Age.
It would have been rare, but it started to become more common in the later Roman period.
Well, when the Iron Age was kicking off,
yeah,
that would be when chainmail would have to be a thing.
Yeah, well, first starting out with Iron Age, they were still like, it was like a hybridization between bronze and iron being used. Because I
mean, Vikings were around during the Iron Age.
Being very broad with the technical of the Iron Age, but yes.
Yes, technically.
If we're being broad with it. I gotta fight Raven Damn. Sorry, Laughing Hyena, them's the rules. He's the Centurion.
So you're... Well, I mean, every one of my fans, like most of my fans all say, hey, Raven, we gotta fight. And I'm always like, you're gonna win. You're gonna beat me.
Did the Chinese use axes?
Yes, the Chinese would have had war axes. Probably more likely glaives than anything else, but yeah, they would have had axes.
I'm really hoping for another dual-wielding hero like Aramusha and Peacekeeper. I love their mechanics. Alright, Nod Joe.
Well, technically... Well, actually, no, Kyoshin wouldn't count.
You lost Zone A.
Kinda, to a degree, but I would actually point more towards Nushia.
Nushia's a dual wielder, yeah. Alright, here we go.
Hey, what historical armor was the best made in history? I'm gonna go with European plate steel armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna say plate steel from the European age. Good, parry.
You need to cut.
Oh, shoot! Don't steal my thunder!
You already stole the God of Thunder's hammer. What else do you think he's gonna do?
Oh, God.
Oh, no. You fool! She doesn't have anything down there to lose.
Gosh, he read me like a book that time.
You expect me to believe a Jormungandr can read?
Don McGlass.
I look at some of that.
Oh! that Scottish mook just comes in and says, excuse me while I whip this out. Boom!
Hey, Raven, a skeleton hero who says, rattle me bones!
That'd be fun.
For Halloween event, yeah.
That'd be fun. Uses his own spine as a weapon.
His final feat is just yeeting his own skull at people. Yeah, we got a lot of requests for the Egyptian Khopesh. Yeah, well, we love it too.
Egyptian god cut? Oh.
Not Egyptian Khopesh, but that's better than the Egyptian god cut.
Laughing Hyena left? No!
Why must the good centurions die young? Spin the wheel.
Why did you leave us, Laughing Hyena?
You do too many blunt weapons, too many swords. Are you trying to attract the stoners in? Laughing Hyena says he lagged out. What the frick?
Oh,
man, he's playing with the.
No, that's why, dude. Didn't we talk about earlier how we were having awful connectivity?
There it is.
Probably our connectivity.
I was about to say, man was playing with the 2017 version of For Honor Connection.
I'm so sorry. Your first fight against me, and I killed you.
It's like the lag killed him.
The lag killed him faster than the Raven. No.
Lag's like, I can't see this. I gotta take him out.
Oh my goodness.
Raven, did knights use bill hooks?
Did knights use bill hooks?
Really? No.
I've never heard of it.
It's not that they would like they didn't have access to them. It's just typically bill hooks were used by foot soldiers, not by mounted troops. They would have had access to it, but they would have preferred like their lance or their sword. That's just the way things work. But yeah, they would have known what bill hooks were though. Did scale armor exist in history, or is it just a fantasy? I mean, if it existed, how well did it protect the wearer? It existed. And honestly, it depends on what the scales are made of to the degree of how well it was. Like, if it was made of bronze, it's going to be pretty effective. Iron and steel, more effective. But yeah,
scale armor was a thing, but I think it gets it's more of a reputation than it deserves.
It depends. Also depends. Like what era we're looking at, because we're looking at like scale armor from, say, the Bronze Age. Not going to be as good as, say, like the scale armor the Romans are using, like when during the like Diocletian's era. Would you prefer a Rajput with dual Qatars or a shield mace combo?
Dual Qatars, definitely.
So he can be the Qatar hero.
The Qatar hero.
And he's going to play
Dragon Force?
Yeah, Dragon Force.
Fire in the Flames. Fire in the Flames by Dragon
Fire in
Force.
the Flames.
Don't ask me to sing it. I can't get my voice that high.
And I can't play 8 guitars at once and make my fingers bleed.
Are we fighting a baby Kyoshin right now?
Hey Raven, how would you feel if they
Is this a baby? Oh, I think it's a baby Kyoshin. Okay, so basically what's going on is because the new hero came out, a lot of people who don't usually play For Honor are coming back to it and going like, oh wow, there's a lot that's changed in For Honor since then. Let me try some new heroes. And so they're coming out with these baby heroes, and yeah, it's like beating a child. Anyway, continue with what you were saying.
How would you feel if they added a human hero, basically Turkic people that lived in South Russia?
I don't know much about them, so I can't really say. It's kind of like, how would you feel about them adding... I'd love to see how they implement that.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if someone asked me, how would you like it if they added an African hero? That'd be awesome, but I can't have it, like... What if they said, how would you like it if they added an African hero? Yeah, I'd love that. But then when they add African hero, it sucks. Like, not a good moveset or OP, something like that. Like, then I say, oh, no, I don't like it. But I think the idea is fair.
Well, for human, I think the first thing they would probably add like an overall more Turkic hero.
I wouldn't mind Turkish or Arabic or Muslim heroes in any sense. I wouldn't mind those things. As long as they're handled well and treated well and not just used as like, oh, look at how OP this character is, or look at the fact that we're being diverse. There's plenty of diversity already.
Yeah. You know, spears? Yeah, an Equal would be good.
Equal would be kind of cool.
Anyone got ideas for a new Viking hero? Man, the Vikings have been asking that for a while, and the most I've heard is like an axe shield combo. Not that that's not a good combo. Skull for the skull.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! No, no.
He was still spinning and his head exploded. An Anglo-Saxon? Well, that could work in. That's a good style design, but we need like a weapon too.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Y'all keep saying, what would it, like, for example, this is the big question that I have for people who say, we want a new Viking hero. Okay.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that, but what weapon would they have? I actually had this person say that his big argument against the developers is the reason they're running out of weapons is because they keep going to the stereotypical weapons rather than actually being creative and going to some unique and interesting weapons throughout history. And I'm like, okay, what weapons would you recommend? Pick 3 for each faction. And he actually struggled a little, and that's the problem, you know. And then even the ones that he picked, it's like, okay, these are unique, but how would you use them differently? Oh wow, okay, that happened. Anyway, but that's the thing. Like, how do you implement it? How do you make it work? Like, for example, if you said, oh, well, we need a new hero with a spear. Valkyrie exists. You could be different than Valkyrie. How? People always, because that's the thing. We want new heroes. Okay, here's a new hero. It just moves the same as another hero. Yeah, some warriors are going to have similar movesets. They're going to have similar animation styles because guess what? An African guy with a spear is probably going to use it very similarly to a Chinese guy with a spear. Believe it or not. So I never quite understood that complaint. As long as they make it unique enough that you know it's different, I don't see the issue. I mean, people say, oh, Kyoshin just reuses Orochi's movesets. But I can tell the difference between Kyoshin and Orochi on the battlefield. Warmonger and Warden are just the same movesets, but I can tell the difference between the two on the battlefield. You know, you got to find a way to make it unique or creative so that you can tell the warriors apart. That's my stance on it.
Kind of like to see a long spear hero within reason, because if you're getting like a phalangite out there, that ain't gonna work.
No, definitely not.
What about a dog with a spear? It's crazy enough to work.
A dog with a spear.
Hey Raven, I have a 40k question. Wouldn't the Blood Ravens be like pirates since they're always stealing stuff from other Space Marine chapters?
They're more like kleptomaniacs, but yeah.
It's not really like pirates, because like pirates actively go out and try and steal stuff, whereas not only are the Blood Ravens sanctioned by the government, it's making them at worst privateers. That's also not their primary duty. It's just that's like a side gig.
Yeah.
Hustle.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Never say that again.
You've never seen Zootopia?
I have seen it. I just said never seen it again.
God, that was a movie. A good movie or a bad movie? God, that was a movie. You refuse to acknowledge I said anything.
I'm really trying to recount. Oh. Raven, what power would you rather choose? Geomancy, Electromancy, Airmancy, or Pyromancy? So, okay.
Probably Pyromancy, just because I like through the fire and the flames, you know, like through the fire, through the wire.
I would want Geomancy just
to control the earth.
Yeah, just so I could, like, one, build fortifications whenever I want, and two, go over to that annoying HOA guy that keeps messing with us and just, like, his yard, like, right in front so he can't get out of his door.
That would be one, but also you could use the pyromancy thing and go, burn, heretic!
That's true, or lightning mancy or whatever it's called.
Lightning mancy. Unlimited power!
Not to mention, like, just rent out your services, like, hey, dang, man, my phone's charged, give me $5, okay, give me your phone. There you go.
True.
Okay, but, like,
and then Airmancy, I guess I could cosplay Aang at that point.
If I can fly, oh yeah.
Yeah, if I can fly with...
Cut my commute down, why don't you?
Like, if I could fly with Airmancy, like, air control, like, no, I'm flying everywhere. You will not see me walking again.
Just levitate everywhere, peasants.
just no, and I wouldn't just levitate. Okay, I would do it cross-legged with my hands in the meditation position, just peasants as I fly by.
Go find the closest Buddhist temple. Just go, you're not enlightened enough.
You haven't reached this peak. Like, and then when they ask, how did you do it? Being Chad.
It's like, because you still have desire. You still...
By being Chad.
Alright. Hey Raven, did any other cultures besides mainland Europeans use maces, or did they only have them due to them being anti-armor weapons? No, they weren't the only ones.
No.
Arabic factions started developing them. Persians had them. I know some Rajputs had access to them.
You captured Zone
Yep.
A.
Rajputs.
You lost
And technically,
Zone
these
C.
Chinese have something close to a mace.
You and I were thinking the same thing, honey.
I wonder another idea for the Viking is a Varangian, a mercenary from the business team. Well, here's the thing. Griffin is the Varangian. But that's the problem. When I saw Griffin I was disappointed that they made him hold him cross, because I was going, no, you need to make that a Viking guy, because we had already got it a knight with, so just shove that guy into the Viking faction, because most of his armor looked like Viking stuff. He was carrying a Bardiche. It was clearly based off of Varangians. That would have been the perfect time to use it. I would love to see a Gaulish hero make their way to Prague. Yeah, Gaulish heroes would be cool.
You captured Zone C.
Crap. I had that coming. But at least I killed that one high rank pirate.
Oh, hey Raven, what's your favorite animal besides the raven?
I like tigers.
You just said, I like turtles.
I like turtles. Turtles are cool. Like, no joke. Turtles are kind of badass.
Yeah. What's funny is they could have had it holding cross be a griffin, just not the playable hero. Exactly. That's what I was. What do you think about a hero with a sword and bow? I mean, technically, several of the samurai have that. Like, they have a sword and they pull out their Yumi.
Mike, don't be an ass. Don't do that, Mike. Why are you trying to hit me, dude? You have no reason to.
He's been working out some problems at home. The divorce wasn't going his way. He's gotta let him vent. What about an Irishman with a bottle of Jack Daniels? No. He's not going around with a bottle of Jack Daniels. He's going around with a pint of Guinness.
Yep.
Jack Daniels. That's American stuff right there. The Irishman would not be. That would not be his first dosage. If there's no faction concept, people will not be frustrated that their favorite faction does not have a new hero. Oh, they'll find a way. Literally, there's
If people want to complain about something, they will do it.
There's literally no choice.
Hey, look, the ganking. It's real.
But there's literally no choice Ubisoft can make that will not get criticized. And what's funny is there's some people that will criticize them regardless of what they do.
If they do nothing, Ubisoft, the game is dead. If they add cosmetics, you don't care about balancing. If they add balancing, you don't care about cosmetics. If they add a new map, you don't care about new heroes. If they add a new hero, you don't care about the maps. They can't win.
They could even add a new game mode. Gosh, you should have been looking on reworks instead of true. I'm a big fan of dogs. Everybody loves dogs. No, that's a few people. We don't associate with them. Hey Ray, what's your opinion on the Fallen? I mean the Dark Angels. Careful, bud. Dark Angels will want to know your location. I think I haven't been sued.
Wow, I think this pirate's a little angry. But you'll notice that they're all just ganking now. Like they're tired of actually testing their skills. They're just saying, you know what? Let's just throw ourselves at them, hope for the best, you know?
Okay, what hero concept do you think would be really interesting, but you don't think Ubisoft would actually do?
Rajput.
You lost Zone A.
Sadly.
You know, y'all could have picked yourselves up earlier, and now you have to fight them all on your own. Yeah, I call that a bit of payback.
Little pirate on pirate violence.
Well, I was a little bit mad at her for ganking me like that, so I got my revenge.
King Arthur, yeah, do the Jormungandr event, but instead of Mjolnir, it's Excalibur. Come on.
Exactly. Going to sea. Hi, Kyoshin.
Speaking of skins, what kind of skins do you think will be added for the heroes? Personally, I'd like a Swiss Guard for Lawbringer, for the Commander, or War Mommy / Warden. That'd be cool. Yeah, Swiss Guard skin might work. I don't know. But it's kind of like, I think once we see like the first skin and we have a better understanding of what it is, we'll know more what we can reasonably ask for.
How did I not dodge that? Was it because it was back against the wall? That seems a little
connection again.
Yeah, it's probably the connection. I'm noticing a little icon popping up every now and then in the corner. Might be a latency thing.
Could be. Check your ping.
Yeah, it's higher than everyone else's.
I'm gonna call him again.
Call who again?
Hey Raven, why did the Vikings decide to wear those face covering chainmail helmets instead of developing more knight-like helmets? That's a good question.
Probably because the knightly helmets that we see were not developed until after the age of the Vikings.
Yeah, because at the time, like the Connects and which were knights at the time, and all the warriors would have had that would be the best face covering you could ask for. But, like, if the Vikings had survived, or rather, just had decided to continue to exist longer, they probably would have developed better face weapons. They should do a Zonde Warrior. That would be cool. Do you think we'll get new matches?
Oh look, the gang. Thanks. I love these Kyoshins who just do nothing, but they spend the whole gank in their thing because they just know eventually someone will hit me.
That's the hope. But do you think we'll get new matches?
I hope so. I don't know.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah, I hated the. I think the one thing that bothers me about For Honor is that the whole meta now is just gank. It's just gank up. Don't learn to fight on your own. Don't learn to hold your own. It's just abuse with sheer numbers.
Ooh, really thought that move. Oh, alright, kill it. There we go. Idea for a new brawl / duel map. The deck of the ship.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like the deck of the ship. That'd be a good one.
Get that on there. Someone actually, like, it was several streams ago, recommended like that for a new faction. It could be like a naval boarding event where two ships basically ram into each other.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd definitely be behind that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Kid Trevor. Macaweedle and Jaguar Warrior would be.
God. Sorry.
You know, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. I don't actually think he's sorry.
I don't think he's sorry either. I really don't. I do not believe he's sorry. I believe he was quite pleased with what he did there.
You wouldn't say he's being smug.
I'd say he's being salty. And they call me the salty sea dog. That person's a salty sea dog right there.
I actually got on my way to let my teammates go one-on-one if they have it covered, and I prefer 1v1, but I'll do it. That's kind of the thing.
Sorry.
Because once one side starts... Yeah, that's the thing. When one side starts ganking, it kind of forces the other team to do it to a degree. Yoshin equals the god of weaves. Oh shit, that's probably Shinobi.
You asked for it. My turn. Yeah, he's just emote streaming. Yeah, there he goes. Emote streaming. Sorry. What a baby. Oh, I do love it, though. See, I lost 2 of my teammates, and he has the room to brag. I love it.
Alright. I would say I'm disappointed that the new hero is gender locked. Not a big problem for me, but I'd be lying if I admitted I didn't want a pirate with a big fluffy beard.
Here's the thing, guys. Everyone is bitching about this. I didn't see nearly this much bitching when Kyoshin came out and was gender locked. I didn't see nearly this much. Look, I get it. Y'all want non-gender locked heroes, but genuinely, guys, I don't care. I think that it's fine because I know what they're basing it on. Let me point this out for just a second. I think it makes far more sense to have this hero gender locked as female so that it can reference. Oh look, the salty one quit once he realized I was staying. I wonder why that is. Moving on. I know who they're basing the hero off of, so I get it. It's based on Chang'e, and Chang'e is a Chinese warrior who could connect to the Wulin very easily. So I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Who would a Blackbeard, fluffy-bearded pirate connect to? Not only that, but Blackbeard's piracy technology, the technology that they had in the Caribbean pirate days, would exceed probably what For Honor has. Yes, I know that she has a flintlock. I know that it's a basic. I know that it's a pre-modern gun, right? But still, it still fits into the Wulin. If you tried to throw Blackbeard in with the Vikings, for example, I just don't think that would work very well. So I really don't mind. I get it if you really wanted a male pirate hero, but if that's a big complaint, I'm sorry. I don't think that kills the hero. I really like her this way. I think it's a great reference to Chungsha.
But, I mean, we get it. I mean, it is a good reference to Chungsha, but at the same time, I feel that we first need a female Kyoshin. Because that's the one, like, if they're almost there. They're literally almost there.
Well, the thing is, when Kyoshin came out, yeah, I heard a few people say, why is it gender locked? But they said it more as a joke, you know?
Yeah.
Because they were saying, he looks like such a femboy.
There was a bigger push, like when Lawbringer, well, not Lawbringer,
Griffin.
No, not even Griffin.
Warmonger.
Warmonger, that's what I was thinking of.
So why is it whenever there's a female gender lock hero, people have the pushback?
I think it's just because it's a predominantly male player base, and most people are just used to playing as male characters.
I couldn't give less of a damn.
Well, yeah, you are the exception, not the rule.
True.
Because, like, for me, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
What's wrong with badass women's?
Well, it's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just like, if you want to do that, that's fine. But people want choice. People like choice.
But in any case, I love the fact that the dude went, sorry, and like being a total dick. He pulls out. Like, he's just gone.
All right. That pirate there?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah! Obi-Wan! If only he had the high ground, too.
Yeah, that's why they sniped him. It ain't getting fallen for that shit twice.
Obi, no! Obi, yes!
Hey Raven, would you like to see a Warhammer 40k game where we play as an Eldar or Tau? Because a lot of them would be playing series.
Oh, good move.
I think that'd be okay. Honestly, I'd like to see like a Battlefield 1-esque game, like you know we got Star Wars Battlefront. Give me a 40k Battlefront. Thunderbolts, hey, I finally made it to a live stream. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Oh, great. Hey, thanks, man. Was totally letting you have your own fight there, but okay, be that way.
Not mad. You're mad. You know, it doesn't make sense. Pirate's second execution. Well, technically, several of the executions don't make sense.
None of them make sense. The pirate's execution to fire off multiple rounds from 2 flintlock pistols, that doesn't make sense.
No, you don't understand. The unlocked battle is clip.
The pirate kicking a dude in the gut and knocking the sword out as a result, that doesn't make sense. The pirate lighting his sword on fire and actually keeping it on fire for a long period just thanks to alcohol, that doesn't make sense. A lot of this doesn't make sense. And no, I'm not allowed.
What do you do with a drunken hero? With a drunken sailor? I think he means drunken sailor.
I think he means drunken.
But let's go run with a drunken. Or maybe a dump. I'll be honest, hoping one day for cross-faction armor sets, as in sets that everyone can put on. For example, Berserker has armor like the Raider and also some other. Yeah, okay. Awesomeness equals, yeah, it's the power of cool.
Why can't, for some reason I keep trying to do the lunge, but then it sends me into a heavy. I'm like, why do you keep doing that, game?
I don't think the lunge is as well-timed as what...
No, it's not that. It's, the lunge works the same way as a Black Prior unblockable, but for some reason each time I try to do it, it just sends me into another heavy, and I'm like, why do you keep doing that, game? I want to use my lunge to bait, but it is not letting me.
This pirate wields, of this game wields a weapon that is the first of its kind, the flint Glock. Oh no. Pirate gets banned for using...
Whoa, for some... Whoa, what? What the... He's gone.
The lag.
What is that?
It concerns another one.
Kill it! Oh. Kill it! What is that? What is that? No, look at that head. Look at that head. That's so freaky. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Okay, it's gone. Oh, that scared me. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Chat, did you see that floating head?
Yeah, they're looking at it now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was scary.
Just, whoa.
Ooh, okay, this tree's clearly haunted, which means there's treasure here. Alright, I better stick around. Oh, that actually scared me a little. I was like, what is that head? Is it going to just fly at me?
No, it should use to follow you around. It's your conscience. You shouldn't gank there.
This is your conscience. You shouldn't gank.
But you should totally steal his stuff.
I guess no one's going to come to me? What's my lag like? What's my latency like? Okay, it's not the worst on the... Okay, now it's the
If
worst.
there's anything Pirate and Kyoshin do have in common, it's having a voice that's not like sandpaper and rusty nails.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony's like, Blair Witch Project!
That was so creepy.
Demons of the War.
Yes, it's a Demon of the Warp moment. Okay, I'm going to go back him up. No one's coming to my zone.
Which Chaos God are they rooting for there? Oh, no, I know. It was, Korn's skull to the skull. So the skull was about to go to Korn's realm, but it kind of got blocked thanks to the lagging. Oh, I get it. If I have to guess about what you're wondering why War Mommy gets more scrutiny, probably because with War Mommy, it's been explicitly stated that there's male warmongers, but they aren't being shown.
Yeah, okay, then that makes sense. That makes more sense. I can get behind that. Then on that note, I'd also like to argue, where's the other Griffins? Like, Griffin is just Holden Cross, right? Well, why?
Yeah,
why is that?
It's like early when they tried to like claim that all the Centurions were just this one guy. I'm like, well, what if you have a Centurion fighting another Centurion?
Is this a bot? Yeah, it's a bot.
Nice. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. I think an execution for Pirate could be.
Oh shoot! I got company.
And we haven't even prepared dinner. Okay. I think an execution for Pirate could be, instead of a catapult one available for class, maybe a cannonball instead.
Ah, dang it!
That would be baller though.
Why can't I do the lunge at the right time? I've been practicing, but for some reason, each time I try to go for the lunge, it's just a second heavy. I don't get that. What am I doing wrong? I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Like work out the kinks and like practice, so you can like see what's being input at the time.
Yeah, I'll need to practice that a bit more. I don't know what's going on there.
Hey Raven, if you had to rate them, what dramatic Star Wars no is the best? Phantom Menace Obi-Wan, New Hope Luke, or Revenge of the Sith Vader?
No Hope Luke. I'm gonna...
There we go, get some help back. Oh, no.
Nope.
Enemy
You like
team
one.
is breaking.
What execution would you like to see next for the Pirate?
The enemy rallied.
It's a good question.
Enemy team is breaking.
Parrot to do it.
Get him calling a parrot.
No, channel your inner Tim Curry, get a lot.
You know what would be cool is if they pulled out a cutlass of their own and tossed it to the enemy and let them try to duel them, call it footwork, and they dance around each other like it's like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh gosh, if you only had a Yorm on your team, I would be very excited.
Yep.
You lost Zone C.
Can we do like a when they do the step to get it out, we hear it? Like a little squeak toy? Lark, on your question with the 2 cents, that was the exact same problem with Overwatch for me. Yeah, I guess that is a little weird. It's also true for TF2, but TF2 is so freaking crazy. It's like I don't bother questioning it.
What was the?
Because like the comment like how there's 2 like the Centurion and Griffin are all supposed to be like the same person. But what if they're on separate teams or there's more than one on one team? How is there supposed to be? How is like there's supposed to be like one person in 4 places at once?
Yeah.
And so
that doesn't make sense.
And his comment was that was the same problem for Overwatch for me. And I thought to TF2 for a second, like, you can have like a whole team full of like the same people, but then I realized TF2 is just so ridiculous and zany that no one questions it. It'd be like questioning Bugs Bunny. Hey Raven, how can you support Toronto?
Play the game.
Play the game?
Play the game, purchase merchandise off of it, support the content creators who work on it all the time.
Because as long as Ubisoft's still making money from it, they're going to continue to work on it.
Correct.
They are a business after all.
Well, I got 6 kills, but I need to figure out why my lunge attack isn't working. That's the thing. Because they said, after any attack that's not a lunge attack, you can do a lunge.
I would like an execution called Wet Powder where the gun misfires and she beats him with the butt of the flintlock.
That's exactly what the first one is.
Yeah, they already have that.
They have that. They have it where they try to fire the gun at their face. It doesn't work, so they beat them with the flintlock and then stab them in the back. They already got that one. Try again. We're close, guys.
We got you.
We're close. Almost rep 3, and then we'll see what treasures wait at the end of this rainbow.
Okay, imagine if, for Pirate, they had the Raven execution, but instead of Raven, it's just parrots.
That'd be awesome. No, I want my pirate queen to have a raven, like a raven on her shoulder. That'd be cool. Or a hawk, like a. That'd be kind of cool, like, you know.
Well, the falconry was practiced over in that part of the world, so.
Well, in China especially.
And Japan.
Well, Changsha predominantly hung around Canton.
I know. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if For Honor added aliens. Shugoki isn't?
Shugoki's not an alien? I'm scared.
It does not work like BP Unblockable. It works like Glad Skewers.
Well, that explains it, because my Glad skewers are very inconsistent. That explains it.
There you go. It was wrong. It was inconsistent from the start.
It was retarded to begin with. So we're going to the harbor. The harbor.
Harbor.
Harbor. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That snuck up on me.
Should also give Ubisoft credit for Pirate Early Access not being a repeat of Kyoshin, where everybody bought him, but nobody could play him for hours.
Yeah, that was such bull
What
crap.
was funny is, like, I was at work, and then Raven texted me, got the hero, For Honor, like, servers are down, and I said, yes, because every time there's an update, like clockwork, PS4 servers will go down.
It's true. It's true. And literally, that's what happened when the hero came out. The hero came out, I played like 4 matches with her, and then suddenly PS4 servers went down for an hour.
Because Ubisoft remembered, oh crap, the PS4 servers are still, we gotta cut that down, we have a precedent to keep.
Which is ironic, because I think most people play this game on PS4. Most. I don't want to be.
Yeah, we have friends that play on Xbox.
Yeah. And I have a friend who plays on PC.
PCP.
And Slanderous plays on PC.
Yeah. Well, most of the content creators play on PC.
Yeah, because they can do more editing with that.
But of course,
I once played with Boson Bunch.
Yeah.
That was
However,
hilarious.
he's only done one video.
Like, he's done one For Honor video, but it was a good
He
video.
should do more.
He should do more of those.
Because that was a baller video.
Boson, reach out, man. I'll help you get footage. I'm pretty garbage, but I can get...
Vita Neon will probably help you get footage.
Vita Neon will help you get footage. He helped me get footage. That was pretty cool.
And I just want to go, subscribe for more.
No, what was funny about Vita was I didn't ask him. I did not ask him. He just reached out. He just messaged me on Discord one day, and he said, hey, Raven, this is Vita. And I'm like the real Vita Neon? Like, you're the real Vita Neon? And he's like, yeah, I heard that you're doing a Daubeny video soon. And I'm like, yes. And he goes, do you need someone to help get footage? Because no offense, man, but some of your videos are of lower quality in terms of gradiness, and I could probably get it for you. And I'm like, why? He's like, do you usually ask people why they want to do a solid for you? No, but I didn't know you knew who I was. And he's like, no, man, you're cool. I'm glad to do it. And so I'm like, well, I could probably use some Dominion footage of Daubeny. Okay, I'll get it for you. And then, like, in 2 days, he had it. Like, and I was like, baller. Okay, thank you, Vita. And then I went back to my corner. He's like, okay, I helped you back to your corner. Until your next Daubeny video. And I'm like, okay. I didn't know he knew who I was, so that was funny.
There should be an execution where Ching throws a bottle of rum at the enemy and fires a shot to set them ablaze.
Doesn't Oromusha already have that?
Something like that, but I guess like the shooting mechanic would.
Oh, yeah, true.
Or better yet, like it's like they try to ignite it, but they just shoot it instead.
You lost Zone A.
Hey Raven, have you seen Badger's latest video? I didn't know he dropped it.
I didn't know he dropped a video.
What? Dang it, notifications!
No! Why does the pirate hero pull a crossbow?
Russian Badger's latest video was like a month ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen. What was his latest video on?
It was World of Tanks.
Oh well, yeah. I don't usually watch his World of Tanks videos. I don't play World of Tanks.
I did see that. I don't quite remember it because it's been a month since I've watched it. But yeah.
I don't play World of Tanks, so yeah, I haven't seen it. Oh wow, we're getting destroyed. We're getting absolutely destroyed.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is not good. This is most. Oh, and they're doing the two-man team thing.
Hey Raven, how can I avoid making evil cults? I want to make a cult that's neutral. There should be a Kraken execution where tentacles grab the enemy and smash their
Come on, let me do the frickin'. Well, I did it. Not a lot of point now. Yeah, good kill. There you go, Orochi.
Zone A.
I just don't understand why it's not letting me do that. Like, every time I try to do it, it's like, nope, we're just going to do another heavy. Ah, man, that's irritating. That is so irritating. I haven't gotten a kill yet. Nope, no, I have not. Come on, man. Up your game. You were doing real good a few matches ago.
Claire Defer makes a good point. In my mind, it makes more sense to make the pirate...
Are you emote spamming me?
Hey, you did.
You captured Zone B.
What? How did I... What?
You got killed by the other guy spinning.
Oh, gosh. I want one kill, damn it.
Recognition. But in my mind, it makes more sense to make the pirate hero Wulin mercenary affiliated to the Outlanders, which presents the Outlanders, but don't just, here's another faction.
My theory is that they were going to make her Wulin, then changed their mind last minute.
Been a while since I've seen a war. I remember when Kitakiri came out, it was also the first time I got the game. It was chaos. Year of the Harbingers looked pretty baller, though. Not gonna lie.
You lost Zone B.
Oh, crap. Oh, well, at least I got some kills now. I got 3 kills, so that's something.
Hey, man, at least we got something out of it. I hope they figured out that the faction concept is a hindrance to the development of the game.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. Early on, not so much, but now, yeah. There's no reason.
Zone B.
That's for, emote training.
Hey, Raven, Lark, what is the thing that triggers your darkest anger?
I don't know.
For comedic purposes, I'm going to admit one of my true things that just one of my mild pet peeves. When people at the grocery store do not put the shopping carts back where they need to go. It's like, you don't need to be anywhere. You can afford like 10 seconds to just push it over and do the designated area. If it's full, I get it. But otherwise, you have no excuse. Don't just put it up in a parking spot so that somebody can't park there.
Why did you get in my way, Orochi? Why?
Forget this is an Orochi.
Oh yeah, Orochi's trying to hog everything.
They're basically on speed, my friend.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna win this one. I can't see us coming back from this. They've been ganking like whores the whole fight. Anytime they get on their own, they ain't so good, but put them in a group, suddenly they become bosses. Let's go. They've got B. Let's help out at A. Hang on, Orochi. That was unnecessary. There you go. You dodge bullets, but you can't dodge arrows. Damn it.
Dang it, Bobby.
You lost Zone B.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, throw a fire flash right in there. That was right.
Your team is breaking.
Man, how is it that we started off decent, now we're just losing?
For Raven, I would... Oh, here's Labo says, for Raven, I would say the rise of Skywalker triggers his darkest anger and thought.
Just the entire Star Wars sequel series infuriates me.
How to switch somebody from the light side to the dark side, show them the sequel trilogy. The Year of the Harbinger was complete and utter chaos in general. I honestly enjoy Year 3 Season 1 the most. Of GP made me feel like a dark bringer of justice. For honor Batman, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. And there's the emote spam! Woo! There you go! Yeah, you can't be magnanimous in victory. You gotta show it off to everybody, don't you? Well, let's see if you stick around, Mo3H, you raider. Let's see if you stick around next match. No, look, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if he sticks around. But yeah, I knew that there would be one who emote spams at the end. Let's see if he sticks around. Are you going to be magnanimous in victory, or are you going to be a dick? Thick Filet quit. He was one of the ones emote spamming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Every single one of them quit. Every single one of them quit. I knew one or two might, but every single one of them quit. Wow. That is worthy of an Owen Wilson. Wow. My goodness, guys. Did y'all see that? That is top tier cringe.
Hey Raven, are there any executions that really shocked you when you first saw them? For me, it was the Warmonger's execution where she Freddy Krueger's her opponent with the gauntlet.
No, the one that shocked me was Shaolin suddenly summoning up Shadow Clone Jutsus to waste his opponent. That's the one that got me. Just like as soon as he goes, and then just all these Shaolins out of nowhere, I'm like, ah! Like, I literally had a mini freak out.
No, the entire chat's going, wow.
Wow. Thank you, everyone who gave us an Owen Wilson wow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Owen Wilson wow. It's beautiful. Any other cool comments?
Okay, let's see.
How many people are watching? 78?
Yeah, we gotta do
I can do better.
Tell your friends to come watch.
Tell your friends to come watch. Chain them to a disc if you have to. That might be a bit much. Or maybe a bit.
Yeah, it did a little bit.
Alright, we got a T-on-D, a Warlord, and 2 Pirates. They've got 2 Pirates and a Prior.
Well, upon prior review.
Upon prior review.
Raven, what if Luffy came to your house?
Dude.
Hide the fridge.
Hide the fridge, first of all. But yeah, that'd be sick. I'd love to hang out with Luffy. A Rep 4 Pirate again. Oh, man. I feel so bad. I'm working so hard to get my girl up just to Rep 3, and these people walking in with Rep 4 pirates. Like, what's up? What, you ain't a Rep 4 yet? You ain't even Rep 3? Look at me and my red hair. It's a reference to red-haired Shanks.
You can say it backwards. Wow.
What? Say what backwards?
Wow. Wow.
Wow, you can say wow backwards? Isn't that wow?
Wow. Hey Raven, what scares you more, the ghost of Hetty McHetterson from the tree before, or an entire team of Shugoki's?
Whole team of Shugoki's.
Team of Shugoki's. Because I've seen the team of Shugoki's. That will put the fear of dying.
That will put the fear of obesity right into your soul. And into your arteries.
Like, they will harden your cholesterol. No, Shugoki, no!
Shugoki, no, please, Yamate! Run, coward!
Hey, we mentioning One Piece now? Who's y'all's favorite One Piece antagonist? Crocodile's kind of like a favorite of mine. Because he is perfect slime.
For me, how casual was that? Just, yeah, we're done. My favorite antagonist, oh, it's so tough. You know, Doflamingo's pretty badass.
Oh, yeah.
But Crocodile, yeah, I gotta agree. Crocodile's just a special level of scuzz. And he's the first one who really introduced us to, like, a genuine threat to Luffy. Most of the villains that Luffy had fought up to that point were just kind of nuisances. They were just kind of warriors like, they're kind of hardcore, but, you know, Luffy can deal with them. That's the thing. Luffy can eventually deal with them. But with Crocodile, no, he lost to him twice. He lost to him twice.
No, like, it was the first time we had such a build-up to the villains.
You lost Zone A. You captured Zone B.
Now, Maui Harbinger for the Outlander faction would be pretty cool. Yeah, I've heard some recommendations for a Maori soldier.
That would be kind of cool. And they just lost one of their teammates.
Did they get their teammates insured? What kind of weapons do you think a Spartan hero would be? That's a question.
Spear and shield.
Hoplon and spear. Hoplon and spear. Think Valkyrie, but with a bigger shield, basically.
Yeah, they were all just baiting me to try to parry them and then just bullying me.
Okay, we got like a bot.
What's going on?
Okay, hold on.
Remove them.
I get.
This is the first time we've gotten a bot infiltration.
Yep.
Did you get him?
Still working on it.
That's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Yeah, Black Pryor, how's that feel?
It's Russian too, which is bad.
A Russian bot? Oh no! It's the Trump election all over again!
No, you fools! I thought you were going to invade Ukraine, not our channel. All those pretty Russians just walking through the college.
Heal yourself, Tiandi. I cannot do this without you. I need your magical Chineseness. For I am not truly Chinese, I am Cantonese. Yeah, that the language that the pirate speaks isn't Mandarin. It's Cantonese. She's from Hong Kong, and that makes sense because Chung Shi, the pirate she's based on, was a Cantonese woman.
Yes, but Hong Kong was founded by the British, so...
Don't do it, you son of a... If you want to come down, come down. Don't kill me to do it. I'm going to A. Yeah, taking back the A.
Hey, Raven, what was the strongest armor the Vikings ever made?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. This is Slavic bot coming. I think you actually did start it might be on. He's from Guangzhou. Or Guangzhou.
Which is in Canton.
Yeah, so they're close. Large thinking about communism detected.
Oh, and then there's a Centurion doing the bow. I can't tell if he was being toxic or what, but he said good fight and then did a kneel, so I don't know what his goal. It's hard to know. That's why I don't like the chat, because it's hard to tell if they're being nice when they say good fight or if they're being sarcastic.
Because I've genuinely run into people where they genuinely were trying to be nice, but they came off as being jerks if they didn't know. Wait, the Vikings made chainmail? Yeah.
Yeah, the Vikings had chainmail.
You had to be like only wealthy Vikings could really afford it.
Yeah, you had to be wealthy, you had to be well off to get it, but yeah, you could have it. The Vikings did have chainmail. Yeah, Noggin sure didn't mention that until it suited his interest, did he?
Death is preferable to communism. Thank you, Liberty Prime. Your words of wisdom are always needed here.
I'm going to B.
Oh, hi.
Enemy team is breaking.
Whoa!
Just lift and flip.
Got him. Run along now. I got this.
It's funny because you're setting him on fire. Well, you are also.
I heard you like burning things. Allow me to burn you. Hold on, whoever's in A. I'm on my way. Hey, it's funny.
What other armor could be put on top of chainmail besides plate?
Gambeson?
Yeah, Gambison.
Gambeson would work. Gambeson could go over it. Leather, I suppose, but it might be.
It might be tight.
Yeah, that might be too tight, but
Brigandine possibly would get
Brigadine would be way too tight. Brigadine would be way too tight.
Unless you're like, because what some people have done is like they sort of like wove cloth around chainmail, like I know the Rajputs would do.
Yeah.
They would do stuff like that.
Genuinely, I think the best thing you could do is put Gambeson over chainmail.
Yeah, or
that'd
like,
be the best.
Or like put it like weave it in between like chainmail.
Yeah.
Basically, make it like a sort of proto brigantine.
Yeah. What's our time, Jim? Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the breach matches.
All right. Lamellar versus Steel. Steel wins.
Steel wins. Steel is the superior armor in most cases.
Yeah. No, that Lamellar's bad, mind you.
Lamellar isn't bad, but if you're asking me which one is superior, yeah.
Imagine Lark banning the bot. Imagine Lark banning the bot looked similar to Liberty Prime eating the behemoth in Fallout 4.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Raven and Lark, have you ever noticed how whenever Shaggy and Scooby enter some decrepit mansion and they see food, they just start shoving it in their mouths without a second thought?
Well, that's what they do.
Well, that is because Shaggy and Scooby operate off of Bethesda logic.
Shaggy and Scooby will eat whatever object is in front of them, regardless of safety. Wait, what level is that pirate? 4? Oh, man, I've seen like 3 level 4s. I'm trying, guys. I'm going to make it to Rep 3 before this stream is over. We're going to get to Rep 3. We're at level 19. We can do this. 2 or 3 breach matches ought to be enough. We gonna do it.
Well. Look who popped in. Hiring.
Hannah donated what?
$20. Play your worst hero next.
Play my... Pirate probably is my worst hero right now.
Haha, loopholes.
Hannah, I'm surprised you're here. Are you gonna watch me play Pirate? Or are you gonna watch me play your Cantonese baby? Is that what you're gonna do, Hannah?
She's gonna go, nah.
Hannah, You gonna watch me play your Cantonese, baby?
Shaggy and Scooby run off with Windows 99. Imagine being able to play the new shit. Agreed, Just a Penguin. Agreed. However, Just a Penguin, I like to notice that you are just a penguin, but you are in fact, your profile picture shows you as being a sea.
So it doesn't make much sense. Did Hannah reply?
No, Hannah has not replied yet.
Hannah, reply. I need to know.
I'm convinced Hannah's a being of evil and chaos.
She might
She's
just...
more chaotic neutral, I would argue.
Which chaos god do you think she allies with?
Based on some of those wrongs, I'd like to play that, but I also feel Zneech vibes.
I get Zneech vibes too. I'm gonna lean on Zneech there.
Also because I think she likes birds. Norm and Shinobi are both communists. Oh, because the hammer and sickle. Unfortunately, you've been found guilty of un-Soviet-like behavior, and you have been sentenced to be shot.
There's a pirate running away. Chase her! I will not allow this travesty. Gotcha.
Which is more heretical, a furry or a communist?
Ooh!
A communist furry.
A communist furry is the worst combination.
That's peak heresy.
That is peak heresy. If I had to pick a furry, I'd say a furry. And let me tell you why. A communist is only dangerous if they get into the government. A furry will corrupt your very soul.
Have you not seen them fighting the Black Templars? Correct. Now listen, Mark, don't bring my PPP up. I'm an honest American penguin who lives in external fear of communism. Do not doubt me. Yes, but your profile picture is a seal going, indeed. So which leads me to believe you are trying to lure penguins in under a false sense of security.
He knows too much. I've got a new follower, Dragon Emperor 1.
And 3 others.
Is Dragon Emperor someone watching me right now? Because it's not on my team.
It's probably somebody that's on the stream.
Alright, if you're on the stream and your name is Dragon Emperor, know that I got your message. I appreciate it. I appreciate you following me.
Yeah. Black Fox, we've already said multiple times, we would be more than happy with the Qatar, even dual wielding Qatar.
Yeah, dual wielding Qatar is...
So it could be the Qatar here.
So has Hannah replied yet?
No, I think she just pops in, does her chaos, and then pieces
Yeah,
out.
but she gave me $20. If she's not going to stay to see me play pirate more...
I think she's enjoying seeing you just writhe in confusion.
Hannah, why do you do this? If there are only 3 women on this earth that can actually, like, make me very uncomfortable, like, in a good way, like, make me like, well, how do I feel about this? Hannah's one of them. And, Hannah, if you want to know who the other 2 are, you better reply!
Careful, she'll just add them to the list. Hey Raymond, no time to reply. I have a contract to kill a chaos lord. You in or not?
I'm in. Kill chaos.
The reason for my profile pic is simple, know your enemy.
Ah, very well.
You win this round, Just a Penguin 1673. If that is your real name.
You just get a message?
Oh no, she texted this.
Hannah texted you?
She said, dude, I did reply, I said yes, and then I said no on the Slanesh team. I ain't into horny stuff. Okay,
so Hannah did reply. I guess we just missed it.
I don't think it properly posted.
That's weird. Hannah, post something else. See if it goes through.
Oh no, there it is. I just missed it because I didn't recognize it. She did. She just yes. It's just like she's like a one-word thing. I was looking for more.
Well, Hannah, I hope you enjoy your Cantonese princess.
Yeah. Sorry, Hannah.
Get off me. Oh no. You 2 stay back. You stay back, you heretic. Who's calling you?
Yes. How can I help you? Yep. You know, this is correct. Keep in mind there is a bit of a lag when it comes
There is a lag between what I say and what you hear,
so we did acknowledge it.
Yeah, so Hannah's on the phone with my brother right now.
Yes.
Is this like our first example of call-ins with Raven?
Oh gosh. No. Alright, talk to you later, Hannah. Bye-bye.
What did she say?
She wanted to confirm just like I am not a Slanesh. I am not a Slanesh.
No, I said I felt more of a Zenith vibe from her.
Yeah, but she wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Considering that people commission her for art and stuff, it's a good thing to clarify. Because we don't need any Slaneshi cultist contacting her for this. Hannah as a sister of battle when? Hannah, you have a new request.
Hannah is kind of a part of a team. Her, me, you, Lark, and Jay. Three of us all need like different looks. Like since we're all a team of Team Raven. Oh wait, like your streams. I'm subscribed to you on YouTube on both my phone and PS4. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that, Dragon Emperor. The Dragon Emperor, is that like the Dragon Warrior? Are you a panda?
No, he's okay.
Oh, that's it. Yes. So we just answered the age-old question. Pirate versus Ninja?
Oh.
Pirate won.
Jay is a guardsman win.
Jay's not a guardsman. Jay's a chapter master.
Right.
He's a librarian, okay?
I get to see Jay just holding up a book and bonking someone with it, but while he's wearing power armor.
If only Jay were watching this right now, but I never am able to get him able to watch.
He's too busy doing the Lord.
He is! Like, that's not a joke either. Jay and I are actually both... Jay's actually my accountability partner. He and I are really close friends, especially in Christ, so we are both very staunchly.
And they both play Halo together.
Yes, we have been playing Halo together.
When the internet works.
When the internet works, yes.
Thanks, now I'm going to have furry commie nightmares right now. You're welcome for the nightmares.
You're welcome, no worries. Free of charge.
Since Korn is supposed to be a god of war, I feel like there's a distinct lack of tacticians under his influence. Imagine a Chaos Warband praying to Korn before battle, asking for his help. Okay, here's the thing about Korn.
You're forgetting something very important about Korn.
Korn cares about blood flow, not necessarily how clever the blood flow is. If you want tactics, Zenith is where you want to go. Because here's the thing, Korn is kind of like the Greek god Ares. The Greeks would not pray to Ares for strategy, they prayed for him for strength and might. In fact, he wasn't that popular of a god. His cult was very rare. Athena was the more popular war god because she was seen as the more strategic and tactical. And so, if you want to be a better warrior, Korn all the way. If you want to be a better strategist, Zenith would be the better person to go with. Or heck, even Slanesh at that point. But once again, go in wearing like a hazmat suit. Wear a hazmat suit for both Slanesh's and Nurgle's realm. What type of turtle was Oogway?
He looked like a Galapagos tortoise.
He did kind of.
Yeah, they're based on Chinese animals. Galapagos is not Chinese.
Okay, good. Hey Raven, just out of curiosity, let's say you had to make 2 new executions for the pirate. What would be the name and the move that the pirate would do that would be effective and quick?
Effective and quick. Oh, never mind. That blows that one line. Well, the first one would be stab them in the gut and hold them there, and then point the gun right at their face and pull the trigger, and then pull out the sword. That would be quick. The second one would be turn the gun around so that it's holding the button, and hit them in the chin so that they're spinning around to face away from you, then decapitate them. That'd be another one. But you're asking for effective and quick. If I
just whip out the gun and shoot him.
Yeah, literally. But if I were to pick one that I would really like to see, like, I want one called Footwork. And what they do then is they give their opponent their own scimitar to fight with them, kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack Sparrow and Will duel. He goes, excellent form, but how's your footwork? And so the two start having a little fencing duel with each other, but the pirate clearly shows her superiority by like hacking at the leg every now and then finally once your enemy actually gets in a good hit on the arm, they go, ow!
Just shoot them. Another one that would be fun if you had real time, you get she gives the other guy a pistol. They turn around and take paces, then turn.
Yes, paces. Paces would be beautiful. That'd be so fun.
That'd be pretty cool.
The outer gate has fallen. Defend the inner gate.
I'm not familiar with Korn, but he reminds me of Krieg from Borderlands. I'm gonna scream into your soul. Kinda. Hey Raven, on the 40k topic, what is your favorite Loyalist Space Marine chapter?
Loyalist Space Marine chapter. Black Templars. It's hard to not like the Black Templars. At first, it was just because I thought they were badass. But then later, I found out that all the Imperium of Man haters out there call them the worst Space Marine faction.
And so now we automatically like them.
So now I'm like, okay, well now I love them even more, just to spite you. Why? No, true story. When I made my Imperium of Man video, there was one guy. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to give him clout, which is what he wanted for making his response video in the first place. But he did a response video which was over 2 hours long to my video because he didn't watch the full video before making it. He did it in a live stream and he had to do a lot of research just to answer points that I made, and most of his research was pretty dumb anyway because he missed a lot of points. But not the issue here. Point is, when I showed the clip with Grimaldus from the Black Templars, he paused the video to say, and of course he uses a clip with one of the worst Space Marine chapters out there, showing just how little he understands about the Imperium of Man. I'm like, so wait, the Black Templars are the worst Space Marine chapter out there?
I mean, as far as the Loyalist goes, probably one of the ones that would go to the most bad would probably be like one of the more corrupted versions of Sanguinius's boys, like the Knights of Blood, who like literally have just embraced full vampirism.
Yeah, like genuinely, I would say that's
Fire Master says White Scars for life.
White Scars are badass, people.
Oh yeah, I love Black Templars due to their Holy Crusaders with furry menace. How can you not like those guys?
I also like the obviously the Raven Guard because for obvious reasons. White Scars, awesome. I love the Dark Angels. You know, the Sons of Caliban?
Yeah, I love those boys.
They're awesome. I love them. I think they're cool. Salamanders are sweet. You know, they're just cuddly teddy bears with flamethrowers. They are.
Yeah.
They're cuddly teddy bears with flamethrowers.
I'm surprised that the Lamenters always have the worst luck. They just roll like low on the dice all the time.
They do. The Lamenters, it just sucks to be a Lamenter. It sucks to be Lamenter. What?
Bio-Nizzard, 54, just dropped $5.
Hey!
What about an execution where the victim takes the gun, shoots it, only for the pirate sword to block it and bounce back, killing him?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Like a Jedi move, just the dreaded no you. I like that. Thanks for the $5, and we appreciate that comment. That's a clever idea.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. Or the pirate hero tosses them the gun and they don't know how to use it, and then while they're figuring out, he's just like, and then they try to hit him, cuts off their arm with the sword, and then lobs off their head.
Yes.
Like, that'd be so cool. Just like, you don't know how to use this, do you? No, I totally do. Avada Kedavra. No. Oh.
Read another book.
Hold on.
Excellent. What's your opinion on the Grey Knights?
Awesome.
They just need to stay away from the Sisters of Battle. They have a reputation.
What the? Oh, come on. No. No. Dang.
Black Templars pulls out Hidden Blades. Different Templars. Different Templars. Their last Skylander.
Oh. Little.
Actually, Holy Crushing, that's kind of like he says, no, the guy catches the gun, smacks it, and shoots himself. Yes, giving him the gun and commit suicide. It was like, well, man, that was terrible. Kill yourself.
You know how each faction kind of has a self-suicide kind of thing, like the seppuku one for one, and then the knighting. But what they can do is they can just hand them the gun, and then they just go.
So you can finally have the ravioli, give me the death I deserve only.
Okay, guys, one more match ought to do it, and then she will make it, finally, to Rep 3. Rep 3. The dream is about to be made real, people. The dream is about to be made real.
Raven, can you tell us about a dumb thing you did as a kid?
A dumb thing I did as a kid. Oh, where do I start?
I can think of a few.
Okay, what's your first one, bro?
The first one that I automatically was like the time you ate a wasp.
Oh my gosh, that would... I'm amazed I survived that ordeal. I did.
It was like
I
a
ate
dirt dauber, but at the time we thought like you just want like you were gonna die. And Dad, like Mom was kind of like, you shouldn't eat that, and Dad was laughing.
Dad lost it. Dad was just, if he was just laughing. It didn't hurt going down. Like
it accepted its fate. It was just like, oh yeah.
I was just a dumb little kid.
I think Dad's comment was, "There's a nest out back if you're still hungry."
I forgot about that.
Just flew right in there, and you just instinct kicked in, swallowed.
Let me see. That was one. There was a time I rolled off the bunk bed, but can you really say that was a?
I mean, that's funny for me, but that's not really like a dumb. That's just like. Accident.
Yeah, that's not really dumb. What's another dumb thing I've done? I know I've done. Okay, I mean, I guess. Would you say that agreeing to play Snow White was not Snow White? Sleeping Beauty was dumb.
No, I'm thinking of like the parking incident when on your way to Anderson.
That wasn't a kid. I was in college.
Yeah,
I was in college.
I would argue that.
Oh, he asked for dumb incidents when I was a kid.
That wasn't really dumb. That was just like you kind of had to sign on the rule, so I wouldn't count that.
Well, I could have refused.
You could have. That wasn't really dumb because some actors have to do certain things. But,
yeah.
Let's see. Well, you mentioned in another stream the whole red bandana thing.
Oh, well, that wasn't dumb. I just wanted to fit in real bad. So, okay, so this is a true story. I mean, it's not like I would tell you a lie, but anyway, point is, I was in high school, and a lot of my friends were wearing bandanas, and I wanted to be part of the crowd, so I bought myself a red bandana, and I wore it to school. And I was getting a lot of looks throughout the day, and I was kind of like, what's wrong? I'm part of the crowd. I'm part of the group. I got called to the principal's office, and it turned out that they said, red bandanas are a blood thing. The Bloods are a gang here in America, if you don't know. They're a very violent and well-known street gang. And so they were saying, you wearing a red bandana doesn't send a good message. It's not that we think you're a member of the Bloods, but if members of the Crips, who are another violent street gang, see that, they may think that a gang war is going off, and we can't have that. So they took away my bandana. But that was, I'm not going to say that was dumb necessarily, because I didn't know. I didn't know at the time. It kind of made things awkward, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I wore a fedora to school. Yeah,
that's dumber. That's dumber than a bandana. I'll tell you what. As long as you don't weigh 300 pounds and have a beard like a Viking.
Hey, Raven Lark, did you ever watch George Carlin?
I know of him.
I play my saxophone during lunch in school, and I learned to play some good jazz. I think that's cool. Like, you can learn how to play a saxophone.
Dance, monkey! Dance, monkey!
I think a new MO for the Pirate Hero, potentially Universal, held a jar of dirt and act like Jack Sparrow. I got a jar of it.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Yeah, that'd be a sweet emote. I swear, the first thing I want to ask God when I die is, why are there wasps?
I'll ask why they're mosquitoes first.
I think he's probably going to ask a very good follow-up question. Why are there furries?
Ooh.
It's like, I didn't put that down there. That's on you. That's the greatest pirate I've ever seen.
I would argue Chungsha is one of the greatest pirates in history.
One of the most successful, most Caribbean pirates wound up dead. She's one of the few pirates in history that can say she lived to retirement.
Yeah, she not only lived to retirement, she was very successful in retirement. She not only ran her own rice trading organization, but then went on to own her own gambling den. And people like to say, oh, she only got famous because of her husband. She ran her company she ran her pirate fleet for 3 years without her husband.
Well, it's kind of like...
She did fine.
It's kind of like saying Alexander the Great's only special because his dad kind of said him, like, yeah, that's true, but he still was able to do it on his own once dad and husband were gone.
Yeah, like, to argue that she only was famous because her husband got her into the business, Well, yeah, okay,
But
fair.
then she was able to actually do what she was able to hold up afterwards.
Correct. So, I don't think that's entirely fair. Plus, you got to realize that she also took over at a very bad time when China was starting to work with the Dutch, and it wasn't the Chinese who put an end to her. It was the fact that the Chinese were resorting to European allies to help deal with her. So it wasn't even because, oh, well, she just wasn't good at what she did. She was very good at what she did, but she was dealing with European ships.
Hey Raven, how would you feel about an Amazonian faction?
So all women?
No, because if you can have the Chinese Amazons from Ranma.
As long as Boa Hancock is one of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, and if it's the Amazons from Ranma? Oh, God.
One turns into a duck.
One turns into a duck. The other one is Shampoo, and she's got purple hair.
And every single person in the chat would watch it.
No one understands what we're
No one
talking
will
about.
understand that.
No one will get that reference.
Unless they are true Cadillac Whiteman fans.
Or they're just people of
Are
culture.
you torturing the captain?
Why not? I'm the only captain here.
Raven, have you heard of the sword axe? No, but heard of the axe sword.
I have heard of the sword axe mace. In answer to your question, yes.
Do you know of any pirates before the 18th century like Ganin or Murakami Takeyoshi?
I know Ganming, I don't know Murakami Takeyoshi. But I do know Ganming. I don't know very many Japanese pirates.
Most of my pirate knowledge is Caribbean pirates, not gonna lie to you.
You know what? One thing that I love about Blackbeard, the person that wrote the comments saying that Blackbeard would have been better because he was a hero of the people who resisted the government, while Chung Cho took a pardon. So did Blackbeard. Yeah, people don't realize this. Blackbeard took a pardon too, but he was so stupid that it only lasted like a year, I think, and then he gave up on it to go back to piracy, and that's when he got killed. So I'm like, yeah, don't even bring that crap. And then when they say, well, she only got popular because of her husband, Blackbeard was working under another famous pirate, and then after that pirate died, he took over the fleet, and I think he only lasted, what, 3 years? No, less than that, I think. I think it was 1 year. Need to do some research again, but I'll find out, because I will probably make a video at some point talking about why Chung Cho is the greatest pirate in history.
Hey Lark, what is your most memorable teaching experience?
Ooh, we could both answer that, but I'll let you because they did address you.
Yeah, two come to mind in particular that I'd be One was when I was student teaching. I was still in college, but I was still would technically take over the class. And for the guy that was basically my mentor, he had to after I'd finished my course, he had to go out on paternity leave because his wife had just given birth. And so he requested that I come in and sub for him in those days that he was gone. And so I did, and so I subbed him for about 2 weeks. And then one of my classes was going in for the AP exam. However, I was pretty much done with my course. I hadn't done anything. And then I get a call from it wasn't just a call, it was a FaceTime from my mentor teacher. And he had me FaceTime the class to basically give a little bit of encouragement before they went in and took the exam. And so that always sticks out to me. And then another one was actually like my second year of teaching. I was teaching World War I, and I thought, let's get physical with it. And so I took them out to the fields, and I had them do an old ROTC drill that we did to sort of give them an idea of what it was like running through no man's land, which was mostly just to have fun. But I took each of the classes out, and when I yelled attack, they would have to charge like they were going over the top. When I yelled incoming, they had to hit the deck like artillery or mortars were about to come for them, to give them this sort of like the blood, what it would be like to have so much blood pumping through you, like as though you're under fire without actually shooting at the kids. And they loved it because they all hit the deck like a lot of the boys in particular. They hit the ground as hard as they could, like actually as though they were saving their lives. And that went well until the last round. The kid broke his arm. I didn't even know he had broken his arm. I didn't hear about it until the next day because he didn't tell anybody until after the bell rang. And so everyone afterwards kept asking, like, hey, can we do it again? We can do it again. But I had to say no because the kid had broken his arm. But those are the two that stick out to me most. How about you?
I had a student when I was teaching seniors in high school who told me in confidence when we were starting to read Frankenstein, she had no real love for English. She was always very bad at it and didn't think that she could understand it. She was very worried that she would fall behind it. She didn't want to feel stupid. She said that she had no real desire to go to college. She felt like she wouldn't be able to make it. She wouldn't be able to do it monetarily or because she wasn't smart enough. And I told her, that's not true. You just don't understand it in the way everyone else does, and we can help you understand it in the way you can get it. And I said, instead of reading Frankenstein, you will read Dracula, because that's a story I think you'll find more interesting. And what I told her to do, and she said, well, I can't really do the same projects the rest of the class does. And I said, I know, while we're reading the book in class, you'll be reading Dracula on your own, but you'll be using a notebook that I give you, and you'll be answering some questions, talking about what you read. We're going to build memory. You're going to read the book, and you're going to write down key moments that stick out to you, so that way when you prepare for your test on it, which I'm going to give you an original test on it, I want you to be able to answer the questions based on what you read. This took about a month and a half to get through, and when she finished Dracula, I told her, okay, what did you think? And she said, I actually found it very interesting, and that's the first time I've ever thought that about a book. And she told me that she really appreciated all the work I put in for her. We actually had a lot of private sessions during her lunch period where she would ask me questions about literature and about life in general. Had a lot of fun doing it. She was a very studious girl. Very much enjoyed having her. And then when I went on to teach at another school, she sent me an email while I was in the classroom getting ready to start, and she said that she had been accepted to a college, which really warmed my heart because she had told me, like I said, that she didn't think she'd be able to go to college. And for her to say, I made it, that filled me up. I was very happy. Oh, I'm sorry, Conk. You were in my way. Here, I'll help you.
Oh, a question. Hey, Raven, how much progress have you made with your Halo series playthrough?
I'm on Halo 4 now.
Oh, and Noise Tank asked, did the student of yours become a pirate?
No, she's not become a pirate. Although I did tell her to go build a crew and surpass mine and discover the One Piece.
Hey Raven, can you please explain what a sword axe mace is? It's like a spork.
It's like a spork, you know? It's got a heavy end on one side, and then on the other side, it's got an axe part, but it's pointy at the top like a sword.
We call it a mistake.
We call it a sin against God.
What are some of your guys' favorite Chinese warriors?
Guan Yu's one.
Definitely Guan Yu.
Lu Bu, I guess.
He was one of those, but yeah.
Oh, Guan Yu was more of a leader.
Well, he was, but he is renowned for his ability too, so. We don't call it the Guan down for nothing.
Why'd you hit me?
Well, Liu Bei, I was thinking of Liu Bei. That's definitely not the problem.
Yeah, Liu Bei wasn't.
More general too.
Yeah.
It kind of went crazy at the end, but you know, it was a crazy time.
Trying to think of any that I know that were warriors and not just generals.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Because like, there's that one General Mad Lad who was basically like he ripped the doors of his fortress open with like 30 guys and just like was sitting there like chilling, drinking tea and says, "Can I help you?" And the other guys say like, "I know this guy's crap," and he turns around. Hey Raven, why do Greek and Roman armors usually appear to have no sleeves?
Because sleeves are for the weak.
Just consider the time, like one...
Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
Yeah, but consider the time period we're looking at. One, getting resources to cover every part of your body can be quite expensive. And also, the shield is expected to, like, help cover that part of the area. Like, if you look at, like, early Roman soldiers, you'll also notice that they only have, like, one calf covered. And that's because it's expected that the shield is going to help cover like the other part, or that shed's going to be the only one that's going to be in the line of fire. And so you don't really want to put like your shoulder out for them to get, but later iterations of later armor will cover some of that.
I feel like how many viewers are we down to? 54? Okay, so we lost a few, but that's okay.
I think a lot of people like once it's like, oh, he's just toning down and going to
Breeze, yeah. Oh well, I still have my dedicated fans.
Hey Raven, can you domesticate a beast of Miracle? Perhaps, but at what cost? If you want us to take like a plague coat or something?
Maybe he's kind of sick though.
Okay, hey, how common was archery in Japanese warfare?
Very common. The Japanese were known for their archery. Horse archery specifically. So yeah, you could definitely expect archer cavalry.
Yeah, they actually were prized for it even before the katana.
Yeah, they were more known for their archery than they were for their swordsmanship. Hold on, Conk, you're gonna need some help.
Alright, hey, Ravenlark, favorite Greco-Roman shield? Probably gonna go with the Scudo just because.
Yeah, it's hard not to love the Scudo.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the hot block. Love it, but you don't have to overlap with the Scudo.
Is this the second time I've killed you, big boy? Is this the second time? Boom! I'm sorry, you can't count now.
Yeah, because you're dead.
That's the second time I've killed you, big boy.
Hey Raven, how would you add a hero that was inspired to be based off of Vlad the Impaler?
Give him a glaive style weapon, I suppose.
Are you finally the best Scythe hero?
Yeah, Scythe hero, that'd be kind of sick. And then
I guess you could have like an execution where you impale somebody.
Yeah, I guess. That'd be cool. But that's about all I can think of. Blackbriar's already pretty close, I'd say.
Oh, Raven and Lark, who would win, a British longbowman or a Japanese bowman?
Ooh, that's bringing. I don't like answering those kind of questions. Who would win?
Well, it's a hard question.
Well, there are lots of factors to consider. Okay, so longbowmen in England wouldn't fire from horseback, and if the Japanese longbowman is firing from horseback, he's already got an advantage. So, yeah, that's already something to consider. But let's pretend like they're not on horseback. Well, it depends on the draw strength of the bow to understand penetrating power, and it depends on how armored the two are. So if you have a longbowman who has at least one metal plate over his chest, it's going to be that much harder for the samurai archer to hit them.
But also longbowmen typically wore gambeson over instead of full plate armor or anything like that. But the samurai would generally probably have equivalent or better armor.
Yeah, like lamellar. They might have lamellar. Or they might have steel plates. They might have something like that would help protect them. The best place to hit would be the face, and that's a lot harder to hit. Now, yes, the samurai were trained to shoot for the face and to hit very difficult points, but at the same time, so are longbowmen. Like, it becomes a very big question of who has the better armor, who has the better training. It's not as simple as, oh, well, this one has the better bow than that, because some longbows had a larger draw strength than others, and some Yumi bows had a larger draw strength than others.
Oh, Mao! I am here. Well, I was busy role-playing a Monster Hearts game. My character's love interest was kidnapped by a demon and dragged to hell. Ooh, that's
rough. That's rough, buddy.
Hope you're able to fix it, but we're happy you're here.
Glad to have you here after that terrible battle with the demon. Alright, guys, we're all alive. Let's go kick that commander's ass and bump my pirate queen up to the next level, the next rep.
Okay.
Rep 3, baby.
Azrael Khan says, Raven, the closest thing I can think to Chinese warriors are Guan Yu, who everyone knows, and Zhao Dun, the military general that was hit in the eye with an arrow, yanked it out, and ate it.
I know nothing about him doing that, but
if that is true, that is amazing. Can you imagine, like, the enemy team, just like, he just ate his own eye? Boys, pack it in. We ain't winning this one.
He's crazy. We don't want anything to do with him.
Because that's the same kind of, like, the precision that, like, killed Harold Godwinson. A D&D night stream would be awesome. the map. I am a dwarf and I dig diggy. Oh. So
I am a dwarf and I diggy diggy hole. Well, go dig that hole.
You did that.
And don't let anyone tell you this.
Raise your pick and raise your voice. Someone tells you how the dwarves would make sense, like you could get a dwarf for the Viking faction.
Dwarf fighting for the Vikings.
Well, consider like the way they're typically treated with like Warhammer. Yeah, they would
like,
fit in. They're like
would.
our dwarves of the north and like Warhammer fantasy lore that like don't have as much technology.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I would pick that.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Commander. Ready to do this again? Commander Kuhn. Hi.
A man catcher would be a cool feat concept for a Viking. Yeah, as a feat concept, yeah, that'd be cool. Like you have like a bounty hunter idea. That would be good for the Outlander fact.
That'd be cool. I'm down with that.
Oh, here's a good question. Hey Raven, in regards to your fantastical history.
My fantastical history series?
Yes. Which fantasy race would be able to survive and live in Heathmoor? And which faction would they pick?
Most of the fantasy races could probably live in Heathmoor because Heathmoor wouldn't have the technology to exterminate any of them.
Yeah, I mean,
And which factions would they choose? It really depends on their culture.
I'd say the Centaurs would have more maneuverability around Ashfeld, so they would probably stay close.
Yeah, Centaurs would probably side with Ashfeld. Elves would probably side with Samurai or Wulan.
Probably just cultural values, and not to mention
Dwarves would side with the Vikings.
Because the Vikings would leave them alone in their mountains.
To diggy hole.
Diggy hole.
How come we're not doing
Actually, I could see them also going in with Asheville for like mineral resources too. Lizardmen would have to be a samurai just because they could live in the mire effectively.
Yep, that's very true.
If the lizardmen lived in the mire, the samurai might not be able to dislodge them.
Right. Mermaids would probably side more with Ashfeld, if I had to guess. Probably because the Vikings would keep intruding on their territory. One of our team just quit. Why do you quit?
They might have been kicked too because lag.
Maybe. Well, my lag isn't bad right now.
The noise thing says, I can't wait till you get around to giants in fantastical history. Giants would completely change history and culture. Well, a lot of them change history and culture.
A lot of them would change history and culture.
Dragons would join the Templar.
Dragons wouldn't join anyone. Dragons I see more as a wild beast than I do anything else. Oh, baby, I've got a present for him. I got a present for him.
Vikings would make a sport of hitting the mermaids with their boats. I could just see that. Jorn, get that fat one on the rock.
Get that big one. And then they'd probably go to the knights for protection.
And then they'd say, if you can sink the long ships before they get there, you got a deal. Mermaids would only live in Asheville only because it's warmer and half the castles have been flooded anyway. Probably.
Probably. Don't knock it till you tried it.
Oh, Raven, what happened to the Crusader analysis series?
I might bring that back. I don't know.
The thing is, it's like it's the same thing sort of happened to it with the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's just people really didn't seem that interested.
Because
if you look at it now, it still has very few views.
Because the thing is, we created it like before we really got big, and then like the For Honor stuff started to take off. So Raven dedicated a lot of his time to that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Hey Raven, when in doubt, pistol.
When in doubt, pistol. All right, let's see if that did it. Did that bump me up? Did that get me to the final three? Yes! We did it! We're a Rep 3! Yes! I have finally made it to Rep 3!
You got several more to go.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's pull out of that. Let's do some editing, and then we'll probably have to call it there for tonight.
Noise Texas Fantastical History is my favorite series. Well, we're happy to hear
Well, thank you. I'm glad you like Fantastical History. I wish more people liked it. I wish more people liked my stories, too. But they don't.
A giant changed Hebrew history, just saying. Well, I mean, he tried, and
There is Goliath. He did try to change
and then
history.
David said, apply directly to the forehead.
Head on, applied directly to the forehead. Head on, applied directly to the forehead.
To which the rest of the Philistines said, I'm my head out.
We done here. Alright, let's do some
Can
editing.
you tame a Tyranid that was cut from the hive mind?
No.
You could try, but it'd probably try and eat you.
It would probably just eat you. Tyranids are carnivorous animals by nature. The only reason they have any intelligence is because of the hive mind.
And the only person that would be crazy enough to try would be Vulcan, who would want to pet it, and then he would wind up accidentally killing it by petting it.
I wish to poop this creature.
Boops a little too hard and it dies. It's like slanderous roasting for honor. YouTube's Ravens fans lose their minds when he uploads for honor.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. Literally. That is what it is. You have no idea. People only watch me for my For Honor stuff. I try to do other things, have new ideas, but no one cares about the new stuff.
Well, to be fair, like Fantastical History does have its own following, so the other stuff do have followings. They're just not as large.
Now let's see what purple gear I can get. I want to see what all kinds of helmets I can get. Got a new chest and sword. That's cool. And can I get a head? Can I get a head?
Hey, Raven,
yes, I got a head. Okay, now that means we can see.
Here's a
Okay.
good question. Hey, Raven, what Viking hero would you add a Draugr skin to? Or a Draugr effect?
Shaman.
Shaman War. Okay.
Or maybe Zerk. But anyway, let's take a look. What are the new helms? Okay, we can get this one, which is a Proud Sovereign alternate helm, which allows you to color it a little bit. That's kind of cool. Oh, and it gives you a cool scar. Check out that scar.
Ooh.
Is that scar there for the other one? No, it is not. So it's a new scar. That's kind of neat.
Hey, if you rotate it a little bit, it's the Rioni Kenshin scar.
Hey, there you go. And then, no. That is
You
so
can keep the
terrible.
face tap, but lose the piercings.
That is so terrible. Okay, and then, yeah, look at that. That's kind of awesome. Marauder helm, the red-haired thing. It's red-haired Shanks. I could get behind that. I don't really get the bounciness of the brim.
I don't know why you also did. She steal the mask from the bad guy in Mad Max?
Yeah, I think she did.
Ooh, gotta be careful. Angry Joe's gonna come after you.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Not Angry Joe. It wasn't Matt. Crazy Joe. What was his name?
But yeah, I like that. We'll work to get that. Now, what else do we have? We have. Oh, I got the Marauder chest. Ooh, check that out. Oh, looking
fresh there.
fresh up in here. I'm digging it, baby. I'm digging it, baby.
Dr. Calibration says, I'm so over the damn mental illness haircuts.
We got a King's Gift blade. Ooh, did I get a gift from a king? Am I that special?
No, you stole it from a king.
Oh.
How-
It's a gift.
Immortal Joe. Oh, okay, thank you, Laboge. Or Labage. I still don't know.
And the King's Gift pistol. Dude.
How does she breathe through the skull mask? She doesn't. She just holds her breath.
She doesn't breathe. She just exists. Air, she just wills air into her lungs.
I would go with the death scream there, Jaguar. Kind of like the trench coat better, though. Yeah, it's cool. Both are cool, though. Both are cool. I tried to watch them all, but I failed you, my lord. It's okay, Claymore. We appreciate
Watch all of what?
Your videos.
Watch all of what?
Your videos.
Which videos?
Yes. Breathing is for the weak.
Oh yeah, breathing. I guess some of you pussies need to do that.
Considering, as long as he has like some psyker powers, Jaguar, you ought to be fine.
Oh, this. Look at this.
Within reason.
Chat, can I get a response to this drip?
Give him a minute, because you know how the lag works here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a minute, but can I get a response for this drip? Damn, son, this is some fine
People
drip.
fighting over this platinum chip while I'm over here with this platinum drip. They're going, yep, drip.
Drip, drip. Yes, the drip. The drip. That is what it is.
Mal approves. Mal says the beautiful drip.
The beautiful drip.
So Mal knows his fashion, so that's good. Radical, man. Thank you.
And keep in mind, we haven't even gotten her up to like legendary or epic tier gear, so we're just working with what we got here. This is already pretty solid drip.
What I love is that drip used to be an insult, and now it's a compliment. You got to drip, man.
Well, there are lots of words that used to be insults that are now commonplace. Like even the word bad. Like People say, man, that's so bad. Like, now it means good somehow. I don't even know.
And like, the shit really confuses newcomers to English. Because, man, that's shit. Or, you're the shit. Or, what the shit? That confuses them so much.
Oh, yeah, with that Kate.
Ooh, Anthony Schneck says, well, gentlemen, I'll see you later. Heading off to bed to celebrate my birthday tomorrow. Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Also, can't wait for the next chapter of The Revenant King. Good night, and God be with you both. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good night, History Guy.
Good night, History Guy. Well, it looks like everyone else is signing off, so it might be time for us to sign off, too. We made a lot of headway with the Pirate Hero tonight. We finally got her up to Rep 3. So we're making progress. Can't wait to get her up to Rep 5 so that way we can get gold tier stuff. But that is still a ways off. We've got some work to do before we can do that. But I am so very excited. And I do plan to do a video sometime in the future about why Chung-Sha is one. Actually, when I do the Heroes in History on her, I will definitely talk about why I think that she's one of the greatest pirates in history. If not the greatest. I know that there are going to be people who say, no, I think this pirate is better. But I would argue if you were a pirate who was incredibly successful in your career and then didn't even get arrested for it and actually got a full pardon and retired successfully, that makes you pretty baller. Anyway, whew, what a night. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Want to give you all a little bit of an announcement before you go. I know most people have already tuned out, but just a quick announcement before you head out. There will be a new piece of art in the Teespring store coming up soon. I hope y'all are excited for that. It's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be Pirate Clayer, but there's also going to be the Law Raven, which is going to go up. Both are going to be put into the store eventually. Just got to edit them a little bit to make them good, and then those will go up. So please head up to the Teespring store to help donate to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends and family to subscribe. We are actually at 19.2K. We're almost at 20,000, and when we get to 20,000, I'll do a live stream or video where I answer your questions with my face revealed, like my face on camera, like I did last time when I reached 10,000. Just, it worked last time. We'll do it this time, and I'd really love to do that. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. Those are always fun. And for those of you wondering what the next video is going to be, I'm torn right now. I'm either going to do the Pirate Hero analysis video, because I feel like I do need to go ahead and hop on the ball with that. Or I'm going to do the next Raven's Writing Room, which is going to be on creating an action scene. Or I may just do the next Heroes in History on Tiandi. Either one. Also, guys, just a quick shout out. I know that a lot of you are wondering when we're going to do the Tiandi fashion contest. I haven't gotten 30 Tiandi entries yet. Like, we're almost to the end of the first week and we haven't even gotten 30. So y'all need to send those in. Once we get 50, that's when we close it. But if we don't get any new ones soon,
we close it.
We're just going to close it and go ahead and judge it, okay? So don't be upset if you say, hey, when's the Tiandi fashion contest? We're trying to keep it open as long as we can. All right, guys. So anyway, that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching this impromptu live stream. I go back to work tomorrow, so expect me to be busy. But I look forward to the next video I release, and I hope you do too. Me and Lark will see you in the next video. Take care.
Have a good night, guys.